And we are live. We are live. Let's finish out the live chat here. And let some folks get in here, hopefully. So hopefully we get some viewers. And then we can start playing around with Gentoo and getting some custom configs and stuff done. I'm gonna play around with the stream settings here. And go ahead and jump right on into getting some of this stuff done. Let me flip to my other monitor here. And we are running DWM. This is just my custom DWM config that I got over there on GitLab. And we can I got some stuff I need to go ahead and install. We need NeoVim. So NeoVim is on 8. What is it? 8.1. Merge. NeoVim 0.8.1. What? Right there. Alright. Merge. RDB. Repos. Into app editors. NeoVim 0.8.1. So we're going to get NeoVim installed, and we also want Emacs. We want to get Emacs installed. And then we got to get those configured. So be a lot of fun. And then we need a couple, well, we're probably going to use someone else's NeoVim config right off the bat and someone else's Emacs config, just so we don't have to really deal with it yet. And then later on, we definitely will be doing our own configurations for those. But at first, honestly, you don't you don't need to. There's plenty of people online that have a NeoVim config. Same for Emacs, so you can just use someone else's until you're good enough to write your own configuration, or until you're ready to kind of do some configurations of your own. So we will be using Lua for sure. We got NeoVim. Okay. Do check health on this. Yeah. Do check health. So we don't have a configuration file. We knew that. Cannot load Python 3. Okay, EIX Python 3 NeoVim, maybe? Let's do NeoVim. There's the Ruby bindings for it. Is it pip install? Pip 3. Is it just pip? Might have to use pip to go ahead and install the NeoVim stuff. Pipewire, blah blah blah. I think it's just Python pip, right? Maybe what? Dev Python 3. I'm gonna do this in another window here. I don't think I got pip installed. Pipewire, blah blah blah. Pip run dev Python pip. Okay, it's dev Python pip. Dev Python /pip. All right. So get pip installed, and then we'll do a pip install of the NeoVim stuff. We can have the NeoVim support, and then pip 3 install NeoVim. Pip 3 user install NeoVim. There we go. All right, and then we got clipboard support. We need Node.js. So We'll do net libs node.js. It's good. And then we're gonna go ahead and go to the website as well. neovim.io. And then we need Python module is available. Okay. So it's Python in Vim. It is. Merge that too. Dev Python in Vim. And then we're getting node. I want to say there's a couple other packages we might need to, but okay, there's the Python stuff right there. We're getting all that stuff installed. Trying to think what else we need here. We'll do neovim config. We'll do from scratch. I know this guy's configuration's really good. We'll do check his. I don't want Lunar Vim. I want check his repos, and I want the nvim basic IDE. Okay, so we need the Node.js support, and then we need something called rip grip. So let's do a search for rip grip. But also search in PDFs, ebooks. Oh, we could just do rip grip. Rip grip. So we'll get all this stuff compiled. And then Node.js should be almost done too. So there's Node.js, and then the Python stuff is almost done as well. That should be almost it. Oh, I don't want to record. And then we can do check health. And then we should have, so yeah, so now we have Python support. And we'll have rip grip here in a second. And then that's the only thing that we got to do is get the Node.js stuff. And now while we're doing that too, we can go ahead and get a configuration file. Well, let me just get distro2's config file. So we'll do GitLab distro2 to Derek, and we'll go to his .files, and then I think it's under config. And we need neovim or nvim. And this is kind of how he has it set up now. I may just clone all his .files. You know, let's just clone all of them, because make it a little bit easier. We're just gonna pretty much use all some of his configurations on some of the stuff, and then we'll go back later on after everything is kind of up and running, and then we can fine tune whatever we need. So that's kind of the nice thing about getting someone else's .files is you can kind of do all this stuff. We need nvim. All right, so we're going to copy. What's he have on Lua? Base, bootstrap, highlights, maps, plugins. All right, whatever. We're going to do copy -R after config. Well, we need to make the nvim. Make your config nvim copy -R. We'll do after config nvim copy -R Lua, same place, nvim, and then we can just do a copy init. And now we're going to get some errors here simply because Packer is not installed, but we can get that, no big deal. There's Packer, and then we'll go ahead and update all the stuff, and now we are good. And everything is working. Everything. Packer. Do I want compile or do I want? Let's see status. Packer loop. Packer update. There we go. Now telescope is working. Everything's up to date. nvim just runs. Great. And we got Python support right here. So we'll close out that. Go over here. That's rip grip. Great. And one of these should be Node. That's Node right there. That's awesome. And now for Node.js support, we need to use this command right here. gonna be npm ig neovim. I believe that's the new major version has changed, so we can do npm install g npm at 9.2.0 for updates. Oh, okay. Well, go ahead and SU that then. And then we'll do npm install -g npm at 9.2.0. Okay. And then we can, so, and now if we check health, we get tree sitter. Tree sitter works. Says the executable is not found, but we got the OS info, we got parsers and all that crazy stuff. So all that works. Okay. Run npm install -g neovim. npm install guess I gotta do that as root. Install -g neovim. Cool. So Node.js is all that's working fine. So got that stuff done. I guess it's scraping because of FD. We can emerge. Well, let's do EIX FD. Apps. We can do emerge AV sys apps FD. Go ahead and install FD. I guess this is like a file search program. And then the next big thing that we're going to install will be probably Emacs. But before we do Emacs, I want to go ahead and fix my my repos. I want to be able to use get instead of the rsync. I don't like using rsync for anything. So that's going to be the next big thing that we do here in a second. And the way we do this is let me pull up the notes here. Have all this stuff kind of written down, but pretty much we want to remove frb var db repos Gentoo. Next, we want to NeoVim into etc portage, repos, Gentoo. We want to change this to just want to change this to get the sync URL or URI is going to be https github.com/gentoo/gentoo again. And then we want to just get rid of the key server here. And then everything else, I think we can pretty much keep. We better just keep mostly everything. And then we need to emerge sync again. And now everything is synced, and we're using get instead of rsync, which is always better. And now we also want to, I'm gonna go ahead and fix this file right here. Just because it's insanely messy. And I have no idea why. That looks a lot better. And then we can put a note right here saying OBS dependencies. Right, quit. That looks good. Everything looks good. So now if we do emerge sync, we shouldn't get any, yeah. So now we don't get any like weird errors that we was getting a minute ago. We don't get that invalid ATOM error. So that all looks good. How do I get metadata with the because I like using EIX a lot. I may not be able to use that server. Metadata with get Gentoo. Think permanently get mirror. Okay. And metadata. Get web. Is it this? Oh, okay. Just copy that link. We can try this. Repos into. So I'm gonna make another one here. Sync URI equals, and then post that right there. Right quit, emerge, sync. Okay. FRV. Bar Devo repo Gentoo. Do it again. And now merge sync. This should give me all the metadata. So the reason we want metadata is because I use the EIX application, and you need metadata in order for that to update and read. So now, as you can see, we actually got some stuff now in there, and now I can type in like EIX, I don't know, Emacs, for instance, and now it'll pull up the list. If you use the GitHub one, I read that it won't give you, EIX won't give you a list because it has nothing to read from it. So the next big thing is going to be Emacs. Kind of have everything else working somewhat. Emacs it's such a big program, and we need a lot of use spikes. I'm going to use the restroom real fast, and then when I get back, we will begin to get this working. Emacs can use GCC to compile Emacs Lisp code to native binaries. Do we want that support though? Um, I have to read this later, but we're probably going to do this. But I'm going to use the restroom, and then when I get back, we will start with the Emacs portion of this video, and get Emacs up and running, and then might have to do some more kernel stuff too, just to fix fix a couple things with grub. I've got too many kernels right now listed, and I don't need all those, and I need to actually set something permanent in one of the configurations. So got that to do. But BRB. All right, I'm back. I am back. Let's get go ahead and get Emacs running and compiled and stuff. There's a lot of stuff for Emacs that we're gonna have to do. This is like a pretty big program, so that's kind of the first like things that we need. So we're gonna do Emacs. We'll call this Emacs dependencies. Next up, we need to set these use flags for Emacs. There's a lot of them, so we need to read a little bit here. Blah blah blah. Configurations. We don't need Emacs daemon. We don't need to do any of that stuff actually, because we're not going to be using the daemon. I mean, we are, but we're not going to be using the daemon package, I should say. We're just going to be starting it pretty much from our auto start script, and that'll be fine the way we do that. So we need to read about the GUI toolkits. For Xorg or Wayland, at least use GUI GTK as required. Okay. So we need GUI and GTK. That's a requirement. So we're gonna go up here and we're just gonna type GUI GTK. There's a couple of other ones too. So here's Emacs. So it can have it can just have so much crap with it. There are other options. Use flags for toolkits. Use Motif, Athena. Generally is a good choice for systems with one display. Well, I got two displays. Athena. We'll just use the GTK at first, and if we have to redo it, we will. So we're gonna do ACL also. We need Cario. we need Cario, and I'll do GIF. Cario GIF. We can do Harf Buzz. We can do Image Magic. I don't care about iNotify and all that crap. I do want JPEG support, but I don't need to input it right there because I have it in my make configuration. We want JSON support. Having native JSON supports might be pretty good. We want color management, LCMS. We want libxml2. I don't know what that is. We'll do the motif toolkit too. Actually, we don't need the motif toolkit. Yeah, we don't need motif. We'll do sound. We want SSL and SVG. Let's do threads. We want TIFF. We'll do tree sitter. We'll do WebP. We'll do XFT. We'll do XPM. And I guess we'll do zlib. Right and quit, and then we're going to emerge Emacs. Okay. So we need to echo. Well, we're going to copy this right here. Hmm. And now we gotta do the we gotta do GCC. We're gonna copy that. And that looks like everything that we'll need. The biggest one in this list is GCC. GCC does have to compile with the JIT or the just-in-time flag. But nice thing is once we get GCC compiled like that, then everything else is pretty fast. So got that going. I guess we can go ahead and configure Alacrity, because we haven't done that yet. The way I want to do this is just copy DT's Alacrity. And now Alacrity is kind of configured, but we need to configure the YAML file here. And make sure that we have our colors and definitely our fonts. I don't like what he uses. So Source Code Pro, Nerd Font, and then style is going to be semi-bold. And then we're going to do the same thing right here. Source Code Pro, Nerd Font. And then right here, Source Code Pro, Nerd Font again. Source Code Pro, Nerd Font. And again right here. Source Code Pro, Nerd Font. Size, we can do like 14. And then once we can see how that looks way better. And then for color scheme here, we're gonna do the Dracula color scheme that we always use. I prefer that color scheme. So he has all this stuff already kind of working, so you got the Dracula, write it, and we have our configuration pretty much done. Next, we need to have We need a cargo install exa. And we'll add exa and stuff like that to the our path. We're gonna run all that right here. Display type indicator by file names, color, icons. Yeah. Okay. We'll do bash. I think it's bash RC. No, it's not. It's bash. Bash profile? Oh, it's bash RC. I'm gonna look real fast to see how he actually did that. So he has all of this stuff in his bash RC. And then he has his exponent stuff. Where is cargo? There's exa. I know he's using. He had to start using cargo, I believe, but I don't see his cargo. Local share, blah blah blah, flat packs, applications. Maybe he moved it to his applications, home applications, maybe. Well, we can just do something like this, though. I mean, this is not a big deal. Let's look at his bash. That bash profile. Bash. It's in dot files, ain't it? I just had it. Where's this bash RC? Yeah, so let's go ahead and we'll just copy something like this. We'll copy it and then we'll figure it out. Because the only thing I gotta do is so we can put something right here and then just paste it, and then we can do home cargo bin, and then we'll do cargo bin. And there's exa. And then now we can do bash rc. Now we can go to the bottom and we'll just do we'll do some aliases. So I'll name this name this whole section aliases, and then we can do alias, and then we'll do well, alias ls equals exa yeah. Let's just copy his little line right here, but we're gonna make our own thing because I don't like how he has it listed. I like icons to be displayed. So we're gonna do exa help. We're gonna look at the options here, and we want display icons, so we want color always, group directories first, that's fine, and then we want icons, and then we don't want to list, he has it listing all in long. Don't really want that. And there we go. So that works. And now I probably could have got ZSH going. Yeah, let's go ahead. Do I got ZSH installed? No. Go ahead and get ZSH installed. I'm probably going to be switching over to ZSH permanently. Bash is alright, but I like ZSH. And then we'll use Oh My ZSH for some of the stuff, and then we might use this Starship prompt a little bit later on. If you want to enable portage completions and Gentoo prompt. I don't care about the Gentoo prompt, but portage completions might be nice. That might be real nice, actually. Do ZSH. Please pick one of the following options. Configure settings for history, command lines, remember. Yeah, let's just do that. Do A. All right. Is that gonna run? No. Good. That's CSH. Now let's do some O my CSH. And we'll install it. Do I want to change my default shell? No. I can do that in Alacrity. So we can do OMZ, and then we can do OMZ theme list, OMZ theme set Gentoo, and there's the Gentoo theme for OMZ. And then we gotta get a exa working again for ZSH, but we just have to make like an alias file and then source that. So that's let's just do random. I don't even care. All right. No, no, stupid. Yeah. I like plain Jane. No. I like that. I like that theme right there. Looks alright. We can do that. Let's just do that for right now. So, we need, well, let's go ahead and Matt has a great little thing on his GitLab on for his ZSH. His dots, blah blah blah. So what he did was he made a ZSH folder Yeah, what he did is made a ZSH folder, and then he's got some like aliases and stuff in there, which is kind of smart. So it's make directory config call it ZSH, ZS config ZSH, and then we'll do touch alias.txt npm alias. Okay, and then we'll alias this making sure it's the same way here. I don't like the way he does some of his CD and stuff like that, but we can definitely I like the way he does this. We're gonna copy and paste some of his stuff. And then I believe all we gotta do is source this. And then we can, so we can do source. And that's how you guys pass and stuff too. Actually gonna copy and paste that too. Plugins, blah blah blah, source CSH. And create user path, blah blah blah. Okay, yeah. We just source that file like that. That's what's called mine alias. Probably why he called his aliases. And there we go. That's all working. Now we need to set ZSH to be the default shell. So the way that we do this is we're gonna do config alacrity YAML file, and then we can go down here. Do that. Write that, and then now ZSH is our default. Now it says command not found, that exa is not found, and that's simply because we do not have the path in our ZSH file. But we're going to fix that right now because we're going to ZSH RC, and we're just going to add some paths. And I don't think it matters really where you do it. Just do it right here, I guess. Right there. We don't really need, like, we don't need this one, do we? That's home config cargo bin. We don't need user local bin. We don't need this path because that's already home bin, user local bin, and we don't need that one. We just need cargo and Emacs once we get Doom Emacs installed, and we'll need the rest of them. maybe start ZSH again. EXA is not found. Huh. Export path, home bin, home. It's not, yeah. He has his in .config. Mine's just in cargo. There we go. All right. Cool. And we can close out this file right here. And we got ZSH running. We just got Emacs. Oh, okay. So we may need Anthena. We may not want GTK. We might want Anthena. That's fine. We'll remove GTK and then we will put that sucks. Remove GTK, use Athena instead. Nice thing is though, is everything else is compiled. We just gotta wait for Emacs to compile and then we will install Doom Emacs. And while that's doing that, let's go ahead and get our we could go ahead and get Grub working proper. So we don't need half of this crap in here. So we're gonna remove system map. That's gonna be my backup kernel. We need one backup kernel. We don't need a we don't need the custom VM Linux custom. We don't need VM Linux 6.1 Gentoo. Well, I don't think we need that one. As long as we have the system map, and pretty sure I don't think we need the config either. Yeah, only thing we want is we want the 5.15 kernel as a backup kernel. We want the config 6.1.1, the x86 64, and the init RAM FS x84. And the system map for the 5.1585. I don't think we need. I don't know if we need all this stuff. So let's do remove VM Linux. We'll do 6.1 Gentoo dist. We don't need that. I don't know if we need that .old file though. I don't think so. Grub make config boot grub.cfg. All right. So that looks better right there. Next we need to grub and then we grub.cfg, and then we need to set a mode, no mode set on one of these. So we're just gonna do it on both of them. We're also gonna do it in all the recoveries. And the reason we're doing this is so the system doesn't hang, because it's kind of weird with this video card. That should be done. One less thing to worry about. We got fonts, we got just kind of wait on Emacs. Now we got Emacs. Let's go ahead and get Doom Emacs installed. So it's gonna clone all this stuff right here. And then after we get this done, we can put our configuration file. We can set our fonts and all that crazy stuff. And then, trying to think. I don't think we have a lot to do after that. Pretty sure we'll have most of the stuff working that we want to get running properly. I'm sure there are some things, but I can't think of anything right off the top of my head. Trying to think. I'm probably not gonna keep DWM on. I'll probably run it for a little while, but eventually we're gonna switch off of DWM and we're actually going to run either Xmonad or um one of the other window managers. I like Xmonad. So we're gonna do we'll do a Doom sync, and then we'll just start start Emacs. And there's Emacs. I need to set DWM auto start. We'll do Emacs, daemon, like that. Right click that. Okay, so now that's gonna start every single time that we boot up into X. Not sure. we'll go ahead and do, we'll change dot files here. That looks like the Gentoo Emacs. Poly. So he has a folder called Doom. I wonder. Alright. We'll do copy. We'll copy the eShell config.el config.org doom init and the packages to config.doom. And we'll do Emacs. And then we'll do packages.el. Let's see what packages. I know what packages he has running. We'll do the init script here. I want support for like C++ and stuff like that. So we got Ivy, Dear Ed. He don't have the C++ port. And I want that. Do you have Rust support? Yeah, he has Rust support. That looks good. All right, and then um we'll do a doom config.org document. Oh, haha, Emacs config.org. I was typing doom.org. And we want to change a couple things. Well, what we really want to change is fonts, because DT uses some crazy fonts that I don't necessarily like. So let's search for fonts. There we go. Org fonts. Doom font. Yeah, we don't want these. We don't want these colors either. Colors. Is it just Dracula? Yeah, just Dracula. All right. Next, we want we just get font like actual fonts. Yeah, font. There we go. See, he uses JetBrains. I don't like JetBrains. We do Source Code Pro, Nerd Font, and then we do Source Code Pro, Nerd Font, and then we do again Source Code Pro, Nerd Font, Source Code Pro, Nerd Font, and then we're gonna do weight, and then we can do bold. And then we can do Doom Sync. I believe I did this right. Should have the stuff that we just enabled. I hope. Yeah, now we're cloning Beacon, Clippy, or Ivy, all that stuff. So should be a lot better. And if not, only thing we gotta do is change the fonts and the color theme again. Because I'm not sure if you have to do a Doom sync after you do that. After you just change that file, but I know we have to do a Doom sync after we get like C++ and some of the other stuff installed. So this is going to take a second. I'm going to use the restroom, and then when I get back, hopefully it's done. And we are back. We are back. What error caused by users config or systems? Invalid read error. I'd like to know where. Hmm. Hmm. Some investigate this. Let's go to the dashboard here. Um. I don't think I did anything. Go to the dashboard. Um. First off, let's get rid of put this stuff down because this is kind of getting on my nerves. Um. Debug init. Okay. Emacs debug. Valid read error. Invalid read. Hmm. Look at this one. Gonna be that beacon mode. Right here. Is it because the weight? Oh, okay. Okay. I know. I know the problem. I know the issue. And now this one's going to be because of some kind of font is not available. So yeah, right here. It's because of this now. So all we do is we can just get rid of it. And we can do source code pro nerd font. And this should fix it. Oh, it's because of the bold thing again. Okay. It tangled this file instead of the other one. That's alright. I'm gonna fix it right now. So I screwed up and I had the apostrophe after bold and it needs to be before bold, like that. So we write it, it will tangle the file. We can quit. We can quit again. Yes. Now we load it. Font not available. Font not available. Which font is it? Oh. Okay. So it's this right here. It's this one right here. And we're not gonna do mono. Because that's just... Can we do it like this? Maybe? Okay. We fixed it. Awesome. So apparently Source Code Pro does not have a mono font. So that was the that was what was erroring out, but got that done. And then later on we can tidy all this up. I'm not going to use half of this stuff that he has in here, but right now I'll just keep it in just so I don't have to play around with it. It's a really nice configuration file. I recommend anybody who's using Doom Emacs to just grab his configuration file, change a couple things, find out what you like, what you don't, take it out, change it to you know, what you like, and then maybe you can learn a little bit of eLisp in the process. I don't know hardly any of it except like the basics. See, he has this too, like we don't want the Doom 1 theme. We want Dracula. Get that. Space HT. Is it Doom Dracula? It's Doom Dracula. Space HT. Doom hyphen Dracula. Okay. Oh, I know why. Never mind. Because this is org mode, and I guarantee org is set to yeah, we want Dracula. We go right here. Yep. All right. I think that is about it I wanted to get accomplished today. Got everything pretty much working the way that we want it to work. Got a bunch of stuff done. So I want to go ahead and thank you guys for watching, the ones that did. And until next time, you guys take care, be safe, and peace. Thanks, guys.